the agenda of of the oppressor and see just the plans of manipulation play out in front of our faces the way they are, without any covert like operation at all. It's just in your face. You know what I'm saying? We know you guys are the most affected. We know that you guys already have pre-existing conditions that cause you, what I'm saying, to perish at a higher, more alarming rates than everyone else. And we're gonna say, fuck that. Y'all get y'all ass on back out there, and we'll just sort y'all death side later. Now, when somebody says that and does that in your face, well, first of all, you must appreciate their candor. You know what I'm saying? You must appreciate the fact that, oh, well, at least you're, honest enough to do this right in front of my face where I can really see how you feel or where we are. But after we peep game, and I may say, well, you know what? You can open things back up, but our influence with our people, our connection with our people is going to allow us a certain level of influence. You tell people, nah, it ain't time yet, y'all chill out. And once we do that, and everyone else in the country who have, fair and decent minds to think with, they agree with us. And now that they see that opening up of Georgia has backfired politically, and which negatively impacts their agenda. Now they're resorting to cheap tricks, fear, and intimidation, like sending the mayor and her family disrespectful, threatening messages on their cell phone, which is equivalent right now to burning a cross in front of somebody's house. You did. And the first thing I just wanted to add, the first thing I feel everyone should know, that shit ain't gonna be accepted or tolerated, man, because she is the mayor, and she has the authority to act on our behalf. We have entrusted her with that authority, and we gonna ride on her call. However, she our sister first. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what y'all
come with that bullshit about our sister, and well, it's gonna be out my hands at that point. But it'll be in somebody's hands.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I'm frustrated, man. I want you to speak, man. Talk some sense into me, man.
Yeah, you know why me and you friends, bro. We help keep each other. We have a tendency to teeter.
Yeah.
But what I'll say, bro, I don't see any reason to talk any sense into you, because you damn right. And I think in so many cases, we're not mad, and that's part of the problem. Let's not talk about the fact that she the mayor. That's our sister.
That's absolutely.
That's our mother. That's our auntie. And in too many cases, we have allowed not just the black man and the black child, but more specifically the black woman,
right?
To be the white man symbol, to do whatever they want to with, and we not going for that shit.
Right.
And I like to thank you and salute you for getting up and shaking us off, to remind us, because sometimes we see it so much on movies. I see so many agendas on just about everything that I watch, man, that we become desensitized to the stuff that they're doing. And I can't imagine the pressure that she's under, because I think they've been experimenting with our people from day one.
Absolutely.
And regardless of how we feel individually, part of the problem is that we are so dissected in the moves that we make, and regardless of how you feel, we have to create a united front, and we got to stand with that system. Not just politically, but physically. Because I think one of the things that they're doing with this pandemic is testing, the America in general, to see how they react in any situation.
True.
So what needs to go on is people need to know. However y'all do it, we're not taking no disrespect. Not for her,
That's right.
you know.
I agree. I mean, I totally agree. And I mean, I really I want our people to see what we see.
Mm-hmm.
I want our people to see what we see. But of course, you know what I'm saying? I was taught this, you know, that you wake a person up too fast, too soon, they're going to want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying? They have to get their bearings.
Yeah. And
Being,
Tip, it took a long time for me and you to get our bearings too.
this is true. I'm still getting mine. Still getting mine. but I think that it's imperative that we understand, man, that right now ain't the time to put our leisure and our comfort
Mm-hmm.
before the safety and health and wellness and of the greater good of others. Like, we got to consider the most vulnerable in this situation. And people in the comments that are asking solutions, very simple, man. Just stay home, man. I mean, do what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go. Like, ain't no need to be going out and mixing, grouping, and gathering. There's no need to do that. You dig what I'm saying? If that's what you do, then you showing a blatant disregard for the health and wellness of the most vulnerable ones of our people in our community. And we can't afford to do that. None of us can.
And even if that's what you decide to do, don't make it be publicly known. Like
That's true.
like right now, we need solidarity, and we know there's gonna be those that do what they do. But like, keep your phones off, man. I think we are turning into dry snitches without knowing it. Just because you doing something don't mean the whole world got to do it.
Yeah.
Right now, that sister has made a decision. She is our leader. So regardless of how we feel personally,
Right.
do what you do, but you don't have to let the world know, because what you do is, if
Right.
you do that, then you show white supremacy without you even knowing that you're standing in line with them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. But you know, we not. I mean, you see, I think one thing that's important to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, a coward is gonna send a message
Mm-hmm.
when you don't like. He gonna throw a rock and hide his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna send a message with no direction pointed back at him. See, I'm putting my face on this shit. I mean this shit I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we ride with Keisha. So
Everything that we do, bro, we put our face on it. That's what I tell people.
absolutely.
Every move that we make, everything that we say, we can't hide from being Tip and Banner.
Nah,
Everything that we do, and I want people to know, after all this is over, we still got to stand on it.
that's right.
Regardless, we got to live with everything that we do and say. And just because you may not be in the position of light like we are, you got to stand on what you say too. We
Yeah.
got to use this opportunity. I posted something this morning. I said, don't rush to go back to sleep. And what I mean by that is, this pandemic has offered a lot of our people opportunity to see that it's some shit that ain't right.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
real.
and don't rush to go back to that same old shit, because we see that this shit is broken.
That's right.
So take your time. Like, this is an
Yeah.
opportunity for us to rest, get our shit together,
That's right.
strategize and plan, because you know we've been doing that. So
Yeah.
it's, as long as we can do that, as long as we can start figuring this shit out, man, and implement some stuff when this shit do open back up, that's what we need to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense, bro. And the one thing we can't afford to do is nothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of just sitting around and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You dig? If you know they don't have you know, the way they situation set up, they got to go to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They may be essential workers. They may be you know, in a financial situation that doesn't allow them necessarily to sit tight like everybody else, and that's understandable. But look, man, make sure, man, you drink warm liquids. You know what I'm saying? Like have you some tea 3 times a day, man. Drink room temperature water, man, every 20 minutes, man. So you can go. You got to get yourself together. Take you some elderberry, some zinc, vitamin C,
Mm-hmm.
vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, man. Boost your
Hey,
immune system.
I want to tell y'all something to add on to what Tim. A lot of the stuff that Dr. Sebe and Dr. Africa have been teaching us, I cook with it now. Like I
Right.
put it in everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are being ready for this shit. It's gonna happen again. I
Mm,
mean, economically, I mean, physically,
right.
all the shit that we learning now that we need to do because we have to, we got to keep this shit going. It has to become a lifestyle.
Right.
You know, I told people about, you know, don't donate money to causes. I said, yeah, we should donate money to causes that's happening now, but we need to hold some back so that when this shit happen again, we're already prepared for it. Because we know these folk playing with us, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's real.
So, you know, start doing this shit every day, even when there isn't a pandemic, and building up your immune system. So regardless of what happens, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. And don't switch sides. Whatever you do, just understand what side you riding on. Understand what
Yeah.
side you riding on. Understand what your side doing. What we done already said what the play is. So we done called the play.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Don't get shook. You know what I mean? Don't goddamn don't call an audible after we done broke out the huddle, man. This is tight until further notice. And
Mm-hmm.
shit, don't let nobody who ain't gonna be impacted the same way you and your community gonna be impacted tell you to do anything otherwise. You understand that? You let them take their goof ass out there to the beaches. You let them take their asses and fill up the casino. You let them take their asses out there in the barbershops and shit, man. Let them do that. When Kemp walk his family out there, you know what I'm saying? I be sitting my ass right home at TV laughing at their head. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I think everybody else should take that same approach, bro. Man,
And,
don't be no duck, no guinea pig, man, no motherfucking goofy for nobody.
and what I say, man, this shit is bigger. You know, I keep telling people this is bigger than COVID, bro. This is about solidarity. You know, regardless of what you feel personally, part of the problem is that our community is already too dissected. So
Right?
if she's the one that we elected and our generals say move, that's how
That's
we
right.
gonna move.
Yeah, without
That's how we
question.
gonna move.
Without question, man. I mean, man, so did you see the clip? There's a